I have a tenant that moved out finally. Unfortunately, they both did not pay rent their last 3 months and left a ton of personal belongings / trash. I've pretty much written it off at this point because I figured I can't get blood out of a turnip. Don't even know if it's worth legal trouble, but I thought I'd ask anyways. Is it worth to proceed with collection here? In other words, what is the collection process like in Texas? Is it worth the time and money to go after a judgment? Well, that's going to depend entirely on the specifics of your case. And really what the way I frame this is, do these people have the capacity to pay if you win your judgment in the end? If they don't, it's definitely not worth it. If you had difficulty getting money from them for rent, you're going to have difficulty getting money from them once you no longer have something to offer them, which is a place to live. And so you really got to consider first and foremost whether this particular tenant is what we refer to as a judgment-proof defendant. A judgment-proof defendant is somebody who we have no reasonable expectation we will ever be able to collect money from. In an eviction matter, the most important judgment, or the most important piece of a judgment in an eviction for tenants like this, is possession. Possession is as good as it's going to get because you don't have a reasonable expectation you're going to be able to recover these funds. However, if the people that you're suing do have a viable means for collection, then it does make sense. You might, for example, find somebody who simply didn't want to pay on principal, but they otherwise have the capacity to pay. So these people, it's worth it to get a judgment and to seek collection. The process can be complicated. In Texas, you're limited because judgment debtors have certain protections. There's a certain dollar amount in which personal property cannot be removed. They're also entitled to a vehicle, and you cannot foreclose on a homestead property. But if somebody, for example, owns a piece of property with a sibling that they inherited somewhere, that property is potentially subject to seizure. If they own multiple vehicles, one or more of those vehicles may be subject to seizure. If they have a banking or checking account, that account is potentially subject to, the funds in there are subject to seizure from an attachment that you might be able to get. And so if you know that these people have these things, land, multiple vehicles, accounts with actual cash in them, then it is possible to collect against them in the state of Texas. Your best bet is to abstract your judgment. And then again, if you know of these assets, you could potentially file for a writ of execution to seize any of these assets in an effort to pay off the judgment. However, if you don't know of any of these assets, but you suspect that these people would have the capacity either now or in the near future, by which I mean 3 to 5 years, then it helps to abstract your judgment, because in the future, they may give you a call or come knocking at your door and seek to release this judgment from their credit history. By abstracting the judgment, you place a judgment lien on the person so that if they seek credit at some future date for the purchase of a home, maybe the purchase of a vehicle, your judgment lien could serve as an impediment to them securing financing and may ultimately provoke them to contact you to release that lien. If your tenants have the capacity to pay, then it might be worth going after them. If they don't, I wouldn't bother. Landlords, as always, we welcome you to follow us on our Instagram page. If you're not a member yet, join us on Facebook. And if you enjoy what you see here, give us a thumbs up. Click that like button. We enjoy that very much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing.